Welcome to Clearbrick Studio. What is rockabilly? Rockabilly is a loud, fast-tempo style of music with both rock and country characteristics, usually featuring two guitars, a lead and rhythm, a slap stand-up bass, and a small drum kit. Rockabilly was popular from the early 1950s through the mid-1960s when it merged into and was absorbed by the exploding genre called rock and roll. Rockabilly had many converging roots, but three stand out. First, Bob Wills' Western swing from the 1940s brought a fast, urgently danceable boogie beat to hillbilly music that lived on in rockabilly. Bill Haley and the Comets and numerous others came to rockabilly through Western swing. Second, African-American rhythm and blues from the 1940s brought the two guitars, piano, bass, drums, and doo-wop style backup singers with irresistible African drum beats. Many black performers from R&B made it through to the mainstream. Fats Domino, Ike Turner, Bo Diddley, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, and too many 4- and 5-person groups to count. But by far the biggest star to emerge from this source was the white man singing black, Elvis Presley. Third, Bluegrass, with its incredibly fast tempos, brought banjos, mandolins, fiddles, and gospel harmonies to the party. Bill Monroe, Lester Flatt and Scruggs, the Louvin Brothers, and many others propelled traditional bluegrass and bluegrass gospel somewhat into the mainstream. The Everly Brothers were a shining example of rockabilly stars who emerged from a bluegrass background. This song, Dim Lights, Thick Smoke, was present at the birth of rockabilly. First recorded as traditional bluegrass by Flatt and Scruggs in 1952, the Young Turks of rockabilly, for folks like Carl Perkins, Gene Vincent, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, and many others, immediately saw that if you ditched the banjo and the mandolin, added a slap stand-up bass, a second guitar, a drum kit, and sometimes a piano, the song was roadhouse rockabilly to the core, and they made it a staple of their performances. I learned the song from my bluegrass gospel buddies and the Deacons in 1955, but we did it in semi-rockabilly style with one guitar and a slapped stand-up bass, and it was popular in all our shows. If you can forgive the lack of an authentic rural Arkansas accent, the missing slapped bass, drums, and lead guitar, you might be able to hear just a faint echo of rockabilly in this song. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music, you'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. A home and little children mean nothing to you. A house filled with love and a husband so true. You'd rather have a drink with the first guy you meet, and the only home you know is a club down the street. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music, you'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. A drinking and a dancing to a honky-tonk band is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Go on and have your fun. You think you played it smart, but I feel sorry for you and your honky-tonk heart. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music, you'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music, you'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. You'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. You'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. So long.